Hello everybody, it's me, Super Game Player 64, and this is a Disney log of the time when we went to Disney, because 2 weeks into July, I left on a school trip, because senior year and all that garbage, to Disney World in Florida. So yeah, so this is going to be a huge log of everything I found, so enjoy, I suppose. Anyway, here's a Buc-ee's, which is actually a big commercial chain here in Texas. But this Buc-ee's we stopped at was actually really small because, like, they're almost 4 acres big. But this was actually just a parking lot small, and it was like, my God, I just thought I'd talk about that. So yeah, we arrived in Alabama. Yes, that Alabama, and we woke up at a gas station. Of course, I was tired as hell. I didn't grab a lot of footage of breakfast or anything, but I did get this picture of a pocket knife that is shaped like a gun. Yes, this is real. They had this at the gas station that we stopped at, and well, you know, it's only in Alabama, people. This was amazing. I wish I could have picked this up, but I didn't bring my wallet, and I'm pretty sure they would have not allowed this. But hey, one can try. Anyway, so a few hours later, we arrived in Florida. As you're seeing here, we are crossing a very, very long bridge into Florida, and yeah, I mean, there's not much to say other than the fact that I did forget to mention this is all live, unscripted commentary, because I couldn't figure out a way to script this. Anyway, so, yeah, you can see I'm terrible at this. Yeah, so here's some marshes and the swamp country, and next shot is going to be more water. Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. It's actually very clear from where it was. But, you know, I had HDR on, so it was balancing all the colors. And then here's some forests, which, very nice, actually. You don't really see anything like this in Texas unless you go far up north. Maybe towards northwest? No, northeast of Texas, probably. So here's us arriving at Disney Springs, as you can see in this footage here.
This is amazing, look at that. Oh my God. Damn.
So most of the footage you're going to see is mostly me walking around with my group and just us taking it all in and such. So yeah, here's some pictures and stuff. So here's this huge hot air balloon thing, which you could actually eat on, but we didn't get to because we only had an hour and a half, so it was cool. Anyway, the stuff you're about to see up next is mostly footage of me walking around and also some live bands. There were actually a lot there, so I'm not going to talk over that because I want you to hear the music, but I'm also going to keep it short due to copyright reasons, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get as much. But I just realized I do have to delete a lot of shit because I have a lot of days of footage. So yeah. Waz count. Can I get you in the video, Waz? No.
Anyway, that was the dude I know, Brandon, who is Waz Count. You should go check out his channel. He's funny as hell. He's good shit, Brandon. And you're probably watching this anyway. So yeah, so I got him in the video. He was cool about me showing this anyway. So yeah, here's this huge boat restaurant that we didn't get to go on, but I thought it was cool because it was an old steamboat.
Just stop. They have like and they go.
So yeah, so next we went to a Lego store, which was really cool because they had all this Disney stuff, of course, but they were expensive as hell. Though the thing about the store is that they had almost everything. Like if you actually go to the website, you'll know that a lot of things, if you ever go anywhere, you'll notice that a lot of these things aren't sold in stores and only at these specific Lego stores. Though it was really cool, as you can see here. This creation of the scene from Toy Story. Anyway, on to some more. Anyway, so here's some more walking around being idiots. And this huge, I'm not really sure what to call it, tunnel shed thing. I don't know, I thought it was just really cool by the design, so I took a picture and it's a video and whatnot, so yeah. But up next, you're about to see something actually really surprising that I didn't expect to see, was a Planet Hollywood. For those who don't know, Planet Hollywood used to be like a restaurant place. They used to go around and, well, like, they had a lot of industry things, like, you know, actual suits and costumes, props and whatnot, like the Spider-Man suit, this original Superman suit, and, as you can see here, the original model of the Enterprise from Star Trek, and R2-D2 in his big glory. My god, look at him. It's huge. Anyway, my probably favorite part about going there was the Coca-Cola store. Like, holy shit. This place was big, they had everything. I mean, literally almost anything with Coke on it. Oh god, it was fucking awesome. Here's this whole rack of mugs. I was really tempted to get a mug, but, you know, I was like, where the hell am I gonna keep it? But, oh god, it was just so fucking amazing. Oh. So, here's this Freddie Mercury art. Like, there was a place with just, like, this huge collage of art. And, my god, here's some of Freddie Mercury. This is... just look how badass this looks. Yeah, but, you know. And also, they were selling these cool glass arts. And here's one from Zelda. They were selling them, and they were... Actually, it was, like, $45 for this. And $75 for it framed. But I had no place to put it because it was actual glass. So, here's the haul for the night. These 3 shirts, one for all Deku, this uppercut shirt from Street Fighter, and of course, my hero shirt with the boys, this custom lightsaber I got at a Star Wars place. Oh, just look how badass that looks. It's amazing. And this, Coca-Cola watch from the Coca-Cola store, which I actually am using at this moment. The current time is 1:43 p.m., of course. So here's a picture of a guy who had way too many sandwiches. Jesus Christ. I actually took this picture at random and didn't know that this had happened while I was editing. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, so the next piece of footage is us taking the tram to Magic Kingdom. So enjoy.
Because he's short. I have full freaking magic.
Welcome aboard the Disney World Express Conway, your highway in the sky for Magic Kingdom. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrail throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors.
Whoa! Okay, I'm so glad I got the monorail in the shot. Okay.
You started recording right on time too.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I did. I didn't think this used to be actual rails. Platform while people walk through.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Magic Kingdom monorail station.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so here's a picture of the Frontier Mountain Railroad, well, the main station, and the train, the locomotive. Apparently it was not open, so anyone who sees this and decides to go to Disney World, it is not open this year, sadly, because when I went to Splash Mountain, I asked the guy, hey, when is the station here at Splash Mountain gonna have the engine show up? He was like, no, it's closed this year until next year when the Tron ride is ready, because they are currently building a Tron ride and a Star Wars ride, a Star Wars section of the park that is yet to be opened, and the line passes right through their construction, so they don't want anyone peeking around or getting off and doing things that they aren't supposed to. So yeah, that was pretty sad, but at least I got these nice pictures though.
Head this way. Please stand clear of the trolley track. Watch out for that horse and trolley. Head this way.
Hi, Bobby. We're heading off towards the future. Or maybe our Tomorrowland, ladies and gentlemen. Because these are the voyages of the Star Crew Enterprise. High school students. Whatever. Who cares? You find out.
Okay, so next up as you're about to see is some footage from the Buzz Lightyear ride there in Tomorrowland that we stopped by. It was our first ride, and yeah, and there was actually quite a lot of cool stuff in there, animatronic-wise, and also some really cool art on the walls that you'd never see outside of Disney World or Disneyland, depending on where you are. But yeah, so just enjoy some of that.
55.
To infinity and beyond. Alright. Bobby, give us a spin. Alright, thanks, Bobby. Ow! And music!
Touch it.
Wow!
I stopped it.
So, here's some footage right here of me in the line for Space Mountain. But sadly, we did not go on Space Mountain because when we were getting close to the line, they were shutting down for maintenance because apparently something had happened. So we didn't go on Space Mountain, so, yeah. So I did go on Splash Mountain, though, but not Space. Anyway, here's some shots of us seeing Ariel. Of course, I took them because I wasn't that very interested in meeting any of the characters. But actually, that would change as soon as this happened, because this is probably my favorite part of this whole log, so... Okay, so here is shots of us me in Fantasyland in Gaston's Tavern. Now, I was just posing in front of the statue, like making a huge joke out of it. But when I said, "Okay, go ahead and turn off the camera," to Kat, who was the one taking the pictures, Gaston actually showed up. He was walking by and he was like, "Great job there," and he gave me a thumbs up. And I was like, "Holy shit!" That was probably the coolest thing that ever happened to me and will. And then I actually did get this picture, as you're seeing here, with Gaston, and the dude was like the coolest dude I've ever met. I mean, obviously, the actual actor that was playing him was buff as hell, and he was also a nice dude. I mean, he was just as egotistical as Gaston is, but he's like, "How are you gonna do to get as strong as me, boy?" And I was like, "I guess eat 12 dozen eggs like you did in your song." And he's like, "Alright," and he gave me another thumbs up, and I was like, my god, I gotta get strong for that guy, because he's like the coolest Disney actor I've probably met, because that was the only Disney actor other than Ariel that we met at the park. So yeah. So, at the time, I had completely forgot about this, because our tour guide had said, somewhere within the day, they were going to do a huge Mickey party, because it was Mickey's 90th anniversary. 90th birthday. And I was like, oh my god. So, while we were walking back to see what a new ride we were going to get on, this happened. And, man, it was cool. Like, just look at all these people, like, how into it everybody is. That's Disney for you, I guess. Also, there were a lot of ducks, because here's a picture of a duck that I took, and yeah, there were a lot of ducks roaming around the park. A lot of birds, actually, all around Disney. So, if you like ducks, or birds of any kind, you know, you got a lot of them. Okay, so why we were originally here was actually we were going to do what these guys were doing. They came to March. Disney World and Magic Kingdom, and we were actually originally going to do this, and the fact that they're playing Painted Black in this happy place is funny, but we had actually come to do what they're doing and march in Magic Kingdom for band, because that's why we were here. But actually they switched it with this year for a master class on Disney music and other things like sight reading and what have you, and all this other band stuff. So yeah, that was cool. We had actually got time to see Magic Kingdom, and we were just marching in the heat because it was actually really hot. Also, here's a picture of me next to the Walt Disney bust inside the Hall of Presidents, which is actually a really fun show. You should go watch it. Really cool animatronics. And then here's some shots of the statue in the center where the castle is. It had rained earlier, so that's why it's very cloudy. And also, we were waiting there very early because there's an 8 o'clock fireworks and light show that is actually really cool. I recommend you see it. In fact, I'm not going to show you anything other than one picture because it is something you have to experience for yourself. Like, I almost fucking cried, man. I'm serious. It was amazing. Yeah, so if you ever go to Disney World, stick around to 8 and through the whole 9 o'clock show. It's worth it, man. So here's some footage of us entering to Universal, which I didn't actually get a lot of pictures or footage from, to be honest, because I didn't really care. And I'm recording all of this on my phone, my old phone, because it had a very decent camera, and I had just gotten my new camcorder at the time, and I didn't want to take a $250 camcorder out without any experience or the fact that I could possibly break it. Yeah, but I didn't get a lot of footage at all, really, and that's and so much so that I didn't bother to get the cool music that they had playing during the shot. Here they had some like cool ass music because it was like 7 in the morning when we got there, and it was like they had this music, this cool orchestral music going on in the background at the time. Yeah, it was really cool, but I didn't bother to record it, and neither did the rest of the place, except I took a picture of this jacket another just sexy bald guy added Seth Everman on Twitter. He never responded. I guess that's fair. Here's me at the telephone booth to the wizarding thing. Yeah, we went to the Harry Potter section, which I really suggest you see. You're being badass on Hagrid's bike, because I pull it off way better than he does. And then the Hogwarts Express, which is not an actual locomotive. It is just a giant metal shell that is being on a huge electric rail, which was actually disappointing. And the ride itself isn't that cool either, but it's cool. So here's some more footage of it. I'm gonna shut up so you can hear it. So here's the people in my group who were actually inside the car. It was actually very nice and detailed. In fact, the whole locomotive was to scale. And then here we are with, I believe, the conductor or the engineer. I didn't ask, but you can take a photo op with him, and that was cool. And then we have the Hogwarts Castle, which is an illusional perspective, actually. It's not to scale, but it is cool how, like, detailed it is. And then here's a friend of mine, Bobby, drinking butterbeer, which is really good. You should try it. Here's a car from a restaurant we ate at. Here's a car from the Fast and the Furious ride, which was pretty okay. I mean, not as cool as it sounds. And then here I am in the Jurassic Park section of the park with a dinosaur. And then this.
Nice day outside. Lots of people here. Universal. Very nice. Very nice. Ah, Sideshow Bob! Okay.
Shame me for that joke, you will, but I thought it was funny when I said it, okay? Anyway, this is gonna be the preview shot for Twitter, so I guess, I don't know. And then next up is the 4th day, when we went to Magic Kingdom. I forgot to put a title card here because I was trying to get this done. But yeah, we went to Animal Kingdom, and it was pretty cool. So yeah, here we are on the 4th day. Okay, here's some Hakuna Matata filler image. I have to tell you this because I thought it was important. If you're gonna get there really open, like when the section of the park opens, because we went on the new Pandora ride, which is based on Avatar. There we go, Avatar. Riding one of the animals from the movie. And it's like a 3D surreal ride, and it's really cool, but when you get there, the line is up to the gate of the park. That's how long it is. I mean, we were there at the edge of the line, like at the like where the line is supposed to start, and that's where we were. And yeah, but it was cool. I couldn't get any footage of it because you were not allowed to record, because it's one of those rides where you shake around and all this stuff. Anyway, here's my new group. I got separated from my old one, so we all made new ones. Here we are in Harambe, rest in peace Harambe, in Harambe, a port of East Africa, as it says. And yeah, so here we are, we took a shot, because we had to they made up this new thing on the fly, where you had to send in selfies to make sure for check-in, instead of like a text. So yeah, to make sure everyone was okay. So here's a bunch of nerds, and I'm the one taking the shot, of course. I forgot to get in the shot. Yeah. Which was actually kind of funny. I didn't get reprimanded for not being in the shot, because they were like, oh yeah, you gotta take a picture, but everyone has to be in the shot, but we didn't, so here we are. So, as I mentioned before, there were a lot of birds at Disney World. So here's a red cardinal at at Animal Kingdom. Got it. And then here's a swan, or crane. No, it's a crane, actually. There you go. It's a crane. And then here's another bird, or a duck, as I should say, the richest duck in the world, Scrooge McDuck. We saw him there. I didn't get to meet him, sadly, because they were actually, as you can see, the staffers walking him to be meet, but I couldn't get the chance, sadly. So here we are. This is a picture of a poster of a Lion King show they were actually doing, like a live show, and it was a really cool show. I recommend that you see it. Of course, I can't tell you about it because I would ruin like the whole magic of the thing, but it was cool. And it was celebrating, of course, the anniversary of Lion King and the CGI movie that just sucks ass. If you're gonna go watch that, don't, because it is frankly garbage and it just doesn't live up to the animation. Also, here's a compact computer, which is a really old computer from the 90s, from the early 90s in the Mount Everest ride. I took a picture of it. I never thought what to do with it, but I guess I'll use it as, like, stock footage. I mean, stock, like, picture when I speak, because I want to tell the story of what happened. We went to the Mount Everest ride, and we're waiting there. We're getting there. We're, like, right about to reach the platform, and then the ride shuts down. Yeah, they shut down the ride due to weather. And it's a very tall ride, so I understand. But, like, what the hell? There was no thunder, it was just rain. So I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting, and I actually fell asleep sitting there for about an hour before they opened the ride again. Because we did not want to go all the way over there and not get the chance to ride. So I fell asleep. But I woke up an hour later, and I was just messed up, because one, I was drowsy as hell, and two, yeah, it was just drowsy as hell, and I was also dehydrated. I didn't have any water, so that was great. But I'm thinking, what was it? But they did eventually open the ride, and me being super drowsy did not help, because one, if you ever go on that ride, it's really fast, and it goes backwards and forwards, so, a crap ton of whiplash. Yeah, so that happened. It was great. So here's this picture of a Mickey Mouse that was drawn at the Harambe area that I really wanted to show, because just look how fucking bootlegged he is. Like, this isn't an official art of Mickey that's at the place, but he's bootlegged as hell. He looks like if you went to Mexico, you pick like one of those, and you go to those vendors that sells like all those bootleg shit, he just looks like that, and I thought it was worth mentioning. Just, oh god, look at his eyes. His eyes have seen war. Anyway, sadly, I did not get any footage of MGM Studios while we were there. Though, except for this picture, as you can see, of Toy Story Land, which I won't even let you see, because it's like, it's really cool, you have to see it yourself. But I got to ride, the Slinky Dog ride, Slinky Dog Run, which is really kick-ass, you really should give it a try. And then we met these guys, okay, so if you didn't know, there's a patrol of plastic soldiers that will come, like, with the drums and everything, or just by themselves, every hour or so, and these guys will host a mini boot camp, and like they have the funniest they do the funniest fucking routine you've ever heard. My god, like they have like sayings like take care of us, one day we'll sell for better on eBay, and like then they have the drum cadence guys, and these guys are cool. One, because they do a routine, like they all have different personalities. One's serious, one's laid back, and one's just a fucking idiot. The idiot doesn't even know what's going on half of the time. And because like they're playing the drums, like they throw their sticks under their legs, they throw them up in the air and catch them and keep going with the beat. Like the dude with the bass drum did the fucking moonwalk. I mean, it was kick ass. Yeah, but there's also other stuff I want to mention, but like I don't have much of the time, and oh shit, we're about to hit the 30-minute mark, so yeah, I have to cut this short. What is it? Yeah, I'd like to thank these nerds for making this trip as fun as hell. I'm not gonna name them by name for obvious reasons, of course, because, you know, I didn't get permission, and also because I don't want anything to happen. But yeah, guys, thanks for making this cool. See ya.